Hey, folks, and welcome back to Glenn and Adrian's Rock Talk. That's Adrian.
And that's Glenn.
And today we return to the Sweden Rock Festival with The Warning, performing songs from Queen of the Murder Scene. This time it's Dust to Dust and Dull Knives, apparently as one unit, as we've heard them play it frequently in the last year or so whenever they do play these songs, which is kind of rare, actually. They did play them during the February shows, Auditorio Nacional, etc., but this particular one was somewhat unexpected. There were rumors going around that they weren't really going to play the older songs anymore. And those rumors may have been exaggerated, or they may have been talked through, or who knows what's going on. But we're just glad to have these. We've already looked at Queen of the Murder Scene, and I'll put that in the cards on this video. And that was fantastic, and that was a big surprise. But now we'd like to take a look at these two. All right, so Adrian, any thoughts ahead before we begin looking at this?
It's been a great show so far.
Yeah, great.
So I'm looking forward to hearing, Dust to Dust and Dull Knives.
That's right. And yeah, for the record, we've also done Sharks from this show, so this will be songs 3 and 4. Let's go ahead, take a look at it, and we will discuss afterwards. All right, I'm not going to interrupt it in between because I think it's just straight through. So, okay. All right, let's check it out. thoughts, Adrian?
Pretty awesome.
Yeah. This is a complete show that somebody captured, and many thanks. His channel name is L, which is kind of funny. But he actually spoke up over at Modern Rock Talk in one of the comments that, hey, I've got this video. So thank you so much for that. This was fun. Also, a shout out to Scott in Oklahoma, one of our members on this channel, who was there. He flew all the way to Sweden. Said there were many bands on the bill that he wanted to check out, but when the Warning were there, that cinched it, So excellent. Notice they are wearing far less clothing than the crowd, who are all bundled up pretty well with good jackets and hats on and everything, flannel and hoodies and everything. And there they are up there, and did not realize it was going to be this cold in Sweden. It just so happened in June, which normally maybe it wouldn't be quite that cold, but it just happened to be. Same thing happened to them in Germany, but this time they had warm clothes. But always good to hear those two songs. I happen to notice, I believe that was the Orianthi guitar that she had up there on. I recognized it from the fretboard. It's got a very specific inlay that is unusual. And the purple sunburst that goes along with it. So that's my belief. If somebody knows otherwise, let me know, or has other opinions. But I think that's the one. It sounded amazing. Crowd seemed appreciative. Many of them have not heard of The Warning. But by the same token, I've heard a lot of comments saying, well, The Warnings was the best set of the day, So power to them. And of course they were. It seems like they're good at doing that, kind of stealing the show. That was really fantastic to see.
Well, I have to say ditto. This is a great show to see.
All right. Well, folks, why don't you let us know what you thought of that? Of course, if you were there, let us know in the comments below. If you have other suggestions or requests for us from this show, you can leave those as well. Although I have a feeling that the other shows are going to be kicking in soon. The next one is on the 11th. Okay, which is pretty soon as you're seeing this. I think it's probably the very next day. I know that Rock Am Ring has a complete show recording out there on YouTube right now. I think that it took 3 days or so before things started getting deleted from YouTube last year from Wacken and from Poland Rock. It wasn't one day. It took a little time. Anyway, I'm going to wait a little longer on that and just see what happens. As some of you know, we got a strike last year, along with a lot of other channels. Not quite the same situation, but you just never know. It's better to wait if you're not sure. I know people want it, but ultimately the channel has to stay healthy. And so we can't be making choices like that until we feel fairly confident that it's not going to result in a strike or anything. So in the meantime, though, we'll be looking out for anything else. And as a matter of fact, if fan cam footage shows up from Rock Am Ring, that's pretty good. We'll probably look at that. And we might take the audio from the other one. We'll see. I don't know. Suggestions, leave them below. And if you enjoyed this video, please give it a like. And if you enjoyed our presentation, please subscribe. All right. Thanks so much for joining us, and we'll catch you on the next one. All right. Take care, folks.
See you later.